Yes, it's me, the Kid JB. For those that know me from the Bucketup podcast to broadcasting football to reviewing Bloody Marys, after too many strangers telling me, you're funny, you should have your own show, I'm doing just that. Welcome to my digital sandbox, the I Don't Know Show. Yes, it's me, the Kid JB, Uncle Jesse, the Bloody Mary bro, Jesse Burke, and so on. Whatever nicknames you got for me, let me know. There's already one set in stone. Happy to be here, as always, in the digital sandbox, my safety net, my safety blanket, if you will. The I Don't Know Show, where I talk about things. No guests today. A little solo show for you. Got something on my mind that I want to put down, as always. Friendships, man. They're social contracts. There's no obligation. Usually, there shouldn't be any money involved to require one. They be established and created in all types of ways. Sadly, as we get older, traditionally, we have less friends. But why is that? I don't get it. Evolution of friendships. I'll start by talking about my own personal ones. Me, college, social butterfly, had a clique, had a group, had disconnected groups and phrase of friends that lingered over. It was always something going on, right? Mainly because of the community. A bunch of friends were in college. A bunch of friends were doing college-like things. It made sense, right? College is over. A lot of those friendships have disappeared. It's gone away. And, it's sad because just like exercising, if you don't keep at it, you lose it. So friendships are just like that. It's a relationship that you need to maintain, not just establish and let it be. So I've become, as I get older, I become older or whatever, but I lose more and more friends. Sadly, I'm at a point now where my friends are the friends for a reason. When you're younger in high school, college, you have friends for no reason. They're just your friends. They're there, like I said, because your community is more tight-knit and it's a little bit more facilitated. So these people are in your lives more often. As you get older, those structures go away, and so do those patterns and trends of seeing these people. I'm 34. I'm no longer in college. I don't have any kids. I do have a full-time girlfriend, that I live with. So I'm up in a little bit of a social bracket, if you will. I know some people look at that as like a stepping stone. I look at it as a solid roommate, my lover, friend, and, a way to stay economically sound. But with that, man, I will say it's a little unfortunate that I've become at a part in my life where if I'm not doing something, then the chances of meeting people are less likely. I know we're on the internet and we have a lot of friends on social media that we've never met in real life, or you have a community-based association. Me, podcasting. I have a lot of friends that are in the podcast space, trickled all over the map. A lot of them I haven't met in person, but they're really good friends through the realm of the internet. But in the flesh, I'm not really out here kicking it with people that often. Sadly to say, if I don't text somebody first, I'm not doing anything because it's rare when I get a invitation sent my way. Chalk it up to, like I said, the age. Chalk it up to the structures going away, or chalk it up to just people not wanting to be friends with me. It's all good. We carry on. But I do want to push back on some of the societal things that we give to provide excuses for some of the friendship deviations, I'll call it. Getting back to the age thing, you often hear things like, well, we're getting older, we can't be doing X, Y, Z. Sure. That's only if the age is accompanied by other territorial things. So I know plenty of old 30-year-olds and I know young 60-year-olds, right? The youth, the actual mindset and how they are as a person, it's not determined based on a number on their birthday cake, right? It's other things. I have friends that have kids, wife, and a lot of things going on. So it makes sense that their social calendar is a little bit more spoken for. So what I'm getting at is, if you're using age as an excuse to just not partake in things, then it's just that, an excuse. If you've been friends with somebody since you're 20 years old and now you're in your mid-30s, but both of you still don't have kids or wives or any other type of obligation beyond work and maybe the gym and drinking water, it's important. But, you know, the excuse of we're getting older just means that we're getting older. I mean, sure, we probably can't do crazy, you know, bar hopping like we used to and be around a bunch of college kids and stuff. But the idea of, yeah, people are getting older, that's it though. They're not getting busier with more, you know, kids or wives. And like I said, if you have nothing going on besides what other people got going on, rent, work, that type of stuff, then it's just an excuse. And the friendships just fell apart for no good reason. So there's excuses and then there's reasonings. Getting to that, man, I will say the excuses for friendships falling apart can only be based on what took place. So getting back to my texting first or one-way street friendships, it's just that. Making plans. It should be a mutual effort. If you are wanting to hang out with a friend that also doesn't have a wife or kids, the plans need to be made mutually, 50-50. It should be treated like a basketball game. If you score, the next person gets the ball, and it rotates. So if it's texting a friend, hey, you want to go get wings on Wednesday night? Then it's that person's job to text the next time it's time to go get wings or hang out and all that stuff. The bigger the responsibility comes, the bigger the responsibility. So if you're someone that does have a wife, a kid, a husband, multiple dogs, side jobs, the kids got soccer practice, those things, it is upon your responsibility to make the plans with the friend with less responsibilities. I know it sounds a little like, hey, why do I have to do everything? Because you have everything going on. So again, if I'm somebody that is without kids, without a wife, nothing going on, I seem stupid to constantly message or ask for the person that has a wife and kids and 9 things going on, hey, you free on Tuesday at 8? No. What about Wednesday? No. Thursday? No. It's a low chance conversion. So what you need to do is, hey, the kids have soccer on Saturday and the wife's got such and such on Sunday, but I'm free Monday at 8. Does that work? Because then it's a little bit more authentic and it's natural. And you don't have the person that has nothing going on, A, feel like they're bothering you and bugging you, B, feel like, you know, hey, just because I don't have wife and kids and things going on doesn't mean I don't need attention. And then C, you know what I'm saying? Like, feeling like, are we really that good of friends if every time I'm the one that got to initiate the conversation? Getting to that, man. No responsibilities, no excuses. You know, if you really don't want to hang out with somebody, then say that. But I got this going on, I got that going on. All right, cool. Then you text me and let me know when you want to make plans. You know what I'm saying? But those are all with the social side of things. You know what I'm saying? More of just like the casual. You want to get coffee, you want to go hang out, get wings, whatever it is. As for breaking plans, just like the responsibility of making plans, there's a responsibility for breaking plans. When it comes to breaking plans, the day of, there's only 2 ways you're allowed to do that. That's an emergency. Maybe something happened to the kid or the wife or you, or you're sick. You know, vertigo gang. I understand, you know, dizziness and just not feeling well at the drop of a hat. So if that happens, then yeah, okay, cool. We could reschedule. If it's a plan that requires, you know, extra time, may it be a flight, a concert, a football game, something with a ticket or a specific date, then you have to give 2 to 3 days notice of cancellation if it's outside of those emergencies that I just mentioned. So the person can have time to either A, get his money back, B, find a replacement to go to the game, or C, figure out a way to, you know, cancel it completely and have them not have a complete economical loss. Confirmations, feeling a little structured, like you're talking to, instead of a friend, feeling like you're talking to like a coworker. Hey, are we still good for Tuesday at 7 and for sushi? LOL. I know at times it can feel cringy and feel a little maybe like needy, but it's needed, because I can't tell you how many flakes and bailers and people that just communication gets lost. I've had people, and not dropping names, maybe let your internal guilt fill itself. But I've had friends, man, where on Tuesday, we've made plans for wings on Thursday to watch Thursday Night Football. And because we're busy people, like I previously mentioned, work, gym, whatever, school, or not school, work, gym, podcast. Days, Tuesday night will go by under the assumption, cool, Thursday I got wings with the homie. Wednesday will go by and we'll probably just share memes or just talk about the game coming up or whatever. It's like this weird thing of like nobody talks about like, oh, by the way, we have plans tomorrow. It's like this unspoken, like, I don't know. It's like a game of chicken. The first person to mention it loses or something. And I've had too many times where then Thursday comes about. Go City, bro. It's like Thursday Night Football, and then I have my girlfriend or other people who ask me to hang out or says, hey, what do you have Thursday? And I've already told them, oh, I'm going to get wings with so-and-so on Thursday. We talked about it on Tuesday. But then Wednesday comes around, it kind of feels like it's a flake, and then Thursday happens, and you just don't hear from the dude or the girl or whoever it is, and you're just like, I know the game's going to still go on tonight, and I know the wing spot's still open. It's weird. Don't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Confirmations are uncool, but they're needed. I saw a meme that was talking about even with, hey, I'm coming over, on my way. If that person doesn't respond with okay or cool, got it, then don't be on your way. Confirmations are needed, especially in this world where people just, feel like it's able to be flaked and easily understood that, oh, I got so much things going on. It's like, well, then why did you make the commitment? I will say, man, running a podcast, running a show that's individually based in the sense that if I don't have a guest, it's just me and you, the world, the buckets, the camera. It's a grind. Trying to book guests, trying to book people to come on a show, take time out of their day. And it's understood that they have things going on. It's twofold. That's probably why I want you on the show, because you have things going on. I want to talk about it. And then, B, if you said, yeah, I can make it, then what needs to be done is that commitment needs to be upheld. Unfortunately, I've had friends flake on me. I've had guests bail last minute for good reasons, for terrible reasons, and for some reasons outside of my control. But we carry on. If it's personal, there's this mutual contract that's understood that to make plans, you go 50-50. If you got a lot going on, then the person that with more going on provides the opportunity for the openings in the schedule. If it's a business venture, podcast, or, like I said, a vacation or a festival or something, movie theater, anything that you guys got that would require pre-commitment, funds, a lot of moving around to make this happen, there needs to be a bigger notice in the day of, and it's got to be a good reason, because there's a lot going on in the coordination of it all. So the cancellation requires some love too. At the end of the day, I feel like rules to these friendships are not required. It's just basically, again, there's no requirement and rules on how the friendships started. So the way that the friendships kind of dissipate or hit rocky roads need to also be, at least analyzed and understood that, there's no rules, but there should be some regulations for maintenance, to uphold this thing. Because otherwise, what are we doing? It makes me sad that, the older you get, you no longer have friends for no reason. You have friends for a reason. So you got your gym friends, you got your boxing friends, you got your music festival friends, you got your sports friends, and so on. No more do we just have the friend hanging out at the house because he's got nothing going on, and neither do you. things evolve, right? But with that evolution, there should be the continuation of upkeeping these social standards, texting evenly, creating invitations, not one-sided. If you know you got more going on than the person that's reaching out to hang out, then you tell them when you're free, because the person that's got a lot of free time is already free, and so on. I feel like with the fact that friendships are mutual and they start out of nothing, I feel like that what continues to keep it pure are these little guidelines that we can continue throughout the evolution and ever-growing landscape of friendships, because things are evolving. The internet's getting bigger, the access to more people is getting larger, and the way we can interact with people are only getting more dynamic with virtual reality, AI, and all these other things going on. We're only going to be interacting with more people and more things, so we got to get better at how we interact, how we confirm those interactions, how we cancel those interactions, and then how we maintain those interactions. Because at the end of the day, I got a lot to say, but I don't know. I will say, though, when it comes to making plans, you can make a plan to advertise on this show, sponsor, be part of the digital sandbox. That's the I Don't Know show. I do want to say shouts to Chug Bud. We had Seltzer Poppy on here a couple weeks ago, and we were out here chug budding a lot of drinks, seltzers, you know what I'm saying? And they saw the video, and they sent me this product. They sent me another one, which is at the crib. So shouts to Chug Bud. They figured it out. It probably cost them 0.7 cents to make this, and whatever it cost them to ship it, probably nothing, because they probably have an account with UPS or whatever it is. And now they're getting promo and thousands of views just for sending me a package. So think like Chug Bud and sponsor the show. Appreciate you guys tapping in with me. As you know, the solo shows, there's no time slot, there's no guests, there's no expectations besides the ones that I provide. I am the Kid JB. I am the host of the I Don't Know show. Tune in with us weekly, monthly, annually as we continue to grow and create a bigger and better platform for more people to interact, just like I spoke on. So tune in, turn up, bucket up. Catch you later.